Hi there, so in this little series of videos about solving puzzles, next we're going to look at train tracks, which is another type of puzzle. This gives you a grid with numbers along the top and side telling you how many cells in each row and column are filled in with a section of train track. You're allowed two types of train tracks, a straight one and a 90-degree bend. Although I have invented a whole load of train track puzzles in lockdown, including a 3D train track, conventional train tracks but with points or crossings filled in already, and you're not allowed any more points and crossings. So in the points ones you get two destinations instead of one. In the crossings it just crosses over itself. A triangular train tracks and a circular train tracks. Anyway, back to the train tracks we're going to do today, which is this one, which I did start doing a video of and then made a bit of a hash of it, so started again, and when I rubbed it out it ripped the page, but I think it's going to be okay. So what do you need to do? Well, I tend to cross out any cells that can't have a train track in it. So for example, this first column's only got one in and you've got one already filled in, so you can cross all those through already. And anything that's got a train track, going to have a train track, but I don't know which way it's going, I put a dot in it, which helps you see how many more cells are going to have train tracks in a row or column. So whether you can, so for example, if I had train tracks or dots in 6 there, I've only got 5 at the moment, I could cross out the remaining cells. I also know, because it's an 8x8 grid and this has got 8 train tracks in it, there must be a train track in all of those. I know that because this has only got 1 in this column, then this must just go in a straight line up to 4 up and then go straight across where I've ripped the page like that, which then means that's going to have a train track in it. So I can cross all these out because that's only got 1 in. Cross that out. Any stranded off areas you don't really need to cross out, but I will just for the hell of it. Right, we know because this is now a corner, it can't go anywhere over here, that must go through 90 degrees, and therefore that must then have something in it as well. This has only got 1 in this row, so we can just cross those out. Another clue is if you've got, like I've got this row, the top row here, I've got 3 train track positions. The 4th one must be there and not there, because if this was 1, it would then just not go anywhere, which is impossible. That's quite a good clue, really. If you've got a 3, for example, down the side, it must go in a line. It can't go, you can't have 1 on its own and then 2 somewhere else. So because we've got 4 things there, we know that hasn't got anything in it. This is another of these examples where we must have a corner because it can't go on anywhere. And then once you've got tracks entering both sides of a cell, you obviously can fill it in. So now we know that was 1. So we've got 3 in this row, so we know they're not anything. Now that can't go anywhere but straight down, so it can go there, so we know that's something. This column we know that we've got 4 in, so that can't do anything. Right, this column here has got 5 in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they must all have something. Which means because these are blocked out, that must go up there. And then we can see that that must go like that. That must go straight across there. So that must have something in it. Right, so this has now got its 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that's not got anything in it. This row across here, which has got 3, we've got 1, 2, 3 already, so that can't be anything, that can't be anything. This column's got, we know it's got 2 there and there, so these aren't anything. This column here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they must be something. So now basically we've got dots everywhere where there's going to be a track, and we just need to follow it to where it's going. So that's going, that must do that because it can't go anywhere else. This must go straight across there. That must go down there. We knew it couldn't go straight up there anyway because it would never join up with that. And then to use these 6 cells up, we just need a loop going down like that. Then we can just check our answer by checking how many tracks we've got in each row and column. So starting with the columns, we've got 1 yes, 4 yes, 1 yes, 5 yes, 8 yes, 2 yes, 4 yes, 5 yes. And the rows, we've got 4, 3, 3, 5, 4, 4, 6, 1. Thanks for watching.